Good evening, my fellow Americans. I'm Anderson Cooper, and thank you for tuning in to CNN. We're going on a trip, not a normal trip, a trip like no other. We're going to travel through time to attend President Trump's inaugural address. Trust me, I don't want to either. We are going to have to prove that he has not done anything to change American politics. Here we go. The date is January 20th, 2017. President Trump will be sworn in any minute.
Hi, I'm Tucker Carlson, live from Fox News, and I'm here at President Donald J. Trump's first inaugural address in Washington, D.C. Before understanding how President Trump intends to change our party, we must first understand the history of past presidents who have influenced change. Will President Trump start a movement that will make a mark on the GOP?
To another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the American people. For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government, while the people have borne the cost. America will start winning again, like never before. We will bring back our jobs, we will bring back our borders, and we will bring back our wealth.
In order to understand this movement, Anderson, we must analyze the history of political reform in the United States.
I therefore consider that in view of the Constitution and the law, the Union is unbroken. And to the extent of my ability, I shall take care, as to the Constitution itself expressly enjoins upon me, that the law of the Union be faithfully executed in all the states. We have become a great nation, forced by the fact of its greatness into relations with other nations of the earth, and we must behave as a people with such responsibilities. Towards all other nations, large and small, our attitude must be one of cordial and sincere friendship. We must show not only in our words, but in our deeds, that we are earnestly desirous of securing their goodwill by acting towards them in a spirit of just and generous recognition of all their rights.
So basically, President Roosevelt wants to bring America onto the world stage with a movement that would further make America a superpower through expanding internationally. On the other hand, President Trump has his eyes set on bringing jobs back to America. Mr. Roosevelt had a motto, to speak softly and carry a big stick, which relates to how he dealt with the media during his presidency. As Roosevelt called them muckrakers, Trump refers to them as fake news. Trump has revolutionized the media by fighting fire with his famous Twitter account. At Real Donald Trump tweets,
We must protect our Great Lakes, keeping them clean and beautiful for future generations. That's why I am fighting for $300 million in my updated budget for the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative.
His ways of communicating with the American people are much like the approach taken by FDR, who used fireside chats to talk directly to the American public, much like President Trump's Twitter. Let's listen to one.
It is 3 months since I talked with the people of this country about our national problems. But during this period, many things have happened, and I'm glad to say that the major part of them have greatly helped the well-being of the average citizen.
Even though Trump and FDR have opposing viewpoints, both of them have altered American politics through their encouragement of jobs.
Let's move closer to the modern day with America's 40th President, Ronald Reagan.
Well, this administration's objective will be a healthy, vigorous, growing economy that provides equal opportunities for all Americans with no barriers born of bigotry or discrimination. Putting America back to work means putting all Americans back to work. Ending inflation means freeing all Americans from the terror of runaway living costs. All must share in the productive work of this new beginning, and all must share in the bounty of a revived economy. With the idealism and fair play which are at the core of our system and our strength, we can have a strong and prosperous America at peace with itself and the world.
Coined by the public as Reaganomics, Reagan initiated supply-side economics which helped the wealth trickle down from wealthy corporations to the working class. Similar to Reagan, President Trump has centered the government on improving the economy. President Trump has broken down barriers in Washington, and his character has stayed true to the Donald Trump America knew before the presidency. He has not let politics define him, nor cracked under the high pressure. Whether any of us like it or not, all 5 presidents have been viewed as the new face for America. From Lincoln launching the party onto the presidential stage, to Trump with economic nationalism, it has been clear that change has been made in our nation.
Although much of the nation may not agree with some of the president's other policies, people in our nation may need to take a step back and realize that there is economic change beginning in our country. Past and present reformers alike have left their mark on American politics and made it as it is today. President Trump